All right, hey guys, Scott here for the Mental Metal channel and mentalmetaldetecting.com. Hey, thanks for joining me, and today we're going to continue our series of lessons on the XP Deus II. We're getting a little more advanced the further we go into these lessons, and so today just wanted to touch base a little bit on what has been going on since I've been using this machine, and then we'll get into the quick lesson here on how to save a program, okay? All right, so I've been keeping track of everything I've been finding with the Deus so far. I've been kind of digging everything up until some point. The other day I went after some coins, and you know, I'm digging a lot of stuff that I wouldn't normally dig just because I want to understand how the Deus is reacting to some of these targets and sounds and things. So believe me guys, it's all about the tones. If you start listening hard enough, you'll start hearing the subtle differences, especially the nails, and you won't dig as much. And the trash also, there's just some nuances about the tones you have to understand. The longer you use this machine, the more that will become clear for you. I did find a lot of coins. I've been coin shooting here lately, and I have found 3 silvers, including this really super sweet 1887 seated dime that I found yesterday, which, you know, to you, who knows what day that will be, but check it out. Hey guys, I'm out here with the Deus II today. I'm out here on an old permission I've been coming to for a couple years, and digging a lot of modern coins, except for right now. Check this coin out. I dug my first seated dime in a long time. That is an 1887. I'm trying to get it focused here. There we go. 1887 seated dime. Pretty cool. I'm very happy with that. All right, so today we're going to talk about the Deus, and lesson number 6 is going to be how to save off a program. This is where a lot of people get lost. So I'm going to mount the camera back up on my tripod here, and then I'm going to walk you through the menu system so you guys know exactly how this is going to work. All right, for a lot of people, this is where the rubber meets the road as far as customizing programs, saving programs. A lot of people get confused because it's not really that straightforward. But after you see this video today, you're going to see it is pretty easy to do. There's just some things they haven't changed yet with the Deus and how to name programs, things that's kind of annoying. But all in all, it's not a bad process, and I'll show you why. But there is a couple things you want to be looking out for or be aware of when you do start saving off programs. If you save off a custom program like we're going to do here in this in my Deus II, if you go ahead and do an upgrade, because right now there's been a lot of upgrades. I think there's a new one out called 0.7, which I have not got yet. And that changes everything as far as the display goes, or it doesn't change everything. It adds a new display type to it, which I'm really going to like, and I'll do another video on that. But you just have to be aware if you make any kind of changes or update the software on this Deus II, when you upgrade to the next software version, for this case it'll be 0.7, anything custom you build into your Deus, anything you save off and customize will be lost. So you want to make sure you write all that stuff down. All right, now I only have a couple programs that I've built that, you know, I'm gonna have to write down, or I kind of know how to do it. So for me, I'll have to plug that back in. But for today, we're just gonna pick a program. The key is you have to start off with a base program. So one of the 12 search profiles that come with the Deus, you have general, fast, sensitive, high tones. There's 12 of them. I think there might be 14 if you get the newest version of the software. You have to start with one of these programs. So for me, I like to start with, for what I like to do, I like to go into, I think it's Park. This is where a lot of my stuff that I've been doing comes off of. And actually, I'm going to turn on the display because you guys can't really see this too much. And so I'm going to kind of go through this, get into settings, select display, select. I'm going to turn my backlight on. I'm going to leave it on the whole time. All right, so there you go. So again, that looks a little better. So again, you need to start with the program. One you're going to make some changes to that you're in, and then we're gonna save it off as a custom program. But keep in mind, if you do that, if you upgrade the software, you are going to lose the customized program. All right, hopefully you didn't hear my dog barking. So what was I saying? So recap. When you save off a custom program, you're gonna start in one of the search profiles, the one that you want to edit. You're gonna make the changes and then you're gonna save it off. So for instance, in Park, let's go through and see what we can do. So in Park, there's a couple things that I don't like about the Park program that I'm gonna go in there and change. So for instance, if I hit my menu, my discrimination, I don't like using discrim of 7. So I'm gonna bump it back to what I want it to be. I'm gonna use 6.4. And let's see, my sensitivity is at 90. I wanna bump that up to 93. Frequency shift is still 4, that's fine. Reactivity, iron volume is 4 or is 5. My reactivity, I don't like that, so I'm gonna drop it back down to 1. If there's not a lot of trash, I like to run reactivity at 1. My audio response is 4. Again, my discrimination 6.5, but maybe I don't want to do a 3-tone program. Maybe I want to make it 5 tones. So I'm going to change it to 5 tones. I'm going to do it that way, but then I actually want to configure the 5 tones. Now this is getting really crazy, so slow this video down and rewatch this if you have any issues. All right, so now what you're looking at are the tone breaks. So 6.5, 50, 72, and then all the way up to 99. I like to change the frequencies around. So the first tone break, 6.5, is 100 hertz. That's fine, I don't have a problem with that. But then let's say, for instance, I don't want to dig, or I don't want to hear anything real loud from 6.6 all the way up to 50. What if I want to change the frequency of that? So I'm going to go in here and click my down arrow to change over to my tone break number 2, and it's at 518. What if I'm going to change that to maybe make it like 6 something, a little loud, a little higher pitch. So 603 is good. And I'm going to change the 72. Maybe I'll make that, bump that up to like 700, 710, and then finally the last one where I'm going 73 to 99, I want that one to ring up really, really good and loud, all right? So there you go. Let's put it up to, and you can hear it a little bit changing. I'm gonna put it at 900 hertz. And so I'm not gonna mess around with the tone breaks. I'm leaving them the way they are, but there's 4 tone breaks now. We're gonna get out of here by getting out of this way. So now I've made all my changes, all right? I've made all my settings I want to change. Now I want to go ahead and save this off as a custom program. So the way you do that is you click the option button, you go down to program, you click select, you hit save, and now one of your open slots is going to be showing up for you. I already have one in 16 called coins. I'm going to save this in slot 17, so I'm going to hit select because it's already highlighted. Now I need to give it a name. To give it a name, you got to use your plus and minus buttons to kind of scroll through the letters. So this one I'm just going to make, I'm going to call it test. So, and then when you want to move over a letter, you hit the button in the middle. So now you go backwards to get to the E. Oops, I passed it. This is kind of the nuances that I don't like about it. I hate doing this, by the way. It just takes forever. But I mean, I see why. I mean, if there isn't really any other way to do it. All right, so I'm going to name it test. But you have to validate it. So you have to click valid. After you get to the last letter, hit valid. And now you're going to see it show up in P17. But it's also based off program 5, Park. You're going to see that pop up. Some people think that I was saving off my my custom programs in the 5th slot or 5th custom program, and it doesn't overwrite the custom program. I'm sorry, it doesn't overwrite the stock program. So people are freaking out. This is actually program 17. So if you want to prove it, we can come in here and we can actually select it again. And we can Well, actually, no. Let's just get out of here. Let's take you through. Let's scroll backwards. So there's programs 7 fast 40, 12 beach, beach sensitive, beach. So if you scroll through, in 17 you should see my test program somewhere, hopefully. Maybe I didn't save it right. It's in there. It's gotta be in there. I'm going the long way, sorry. Should be right there. So you're gonna see 5 and then the name test. It's just 5 is based off of your park program. All right, so it's gonna tell you 5, meaning you've got the 5th stock program is what you're basing this custom program off of. That way you kind of know. I kind of like that feature actually. So there you go. That is customized program slot number 17, and we just made a program. Pretty simple. I mean, it's not really hard. But again, to get into that, you've got to go back to your you got to go into the program you want to use. In this case, we went back to program 5. Just to prove to you it's program 5. So there's general, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's your park program. And we made all of our changes off the park program. Now, keep in mind, when you turn this machine off, all the settings you made in park will go back to the defaults. Only your custom program in slot 17 will be saved. Okay? So just keep that in mind. And to prove it, I'm going to power off. And then we're going to power back on. And I'll show you. Remember, we made our discrimination 6.4. Let's see what it saved it as. See, my discrimination is back to 7. But if we go over to our custom program in 17, if you look at the discrimination, now we're at 6.5. All right, there you go, folks. That's how you save a custom program. Pretty darn simple. Don't forget to watch all the other videos. If this one you've watched for the first time and haven't seen the other ones and you're completely lost, I gradually take you back through all the lessons, starting at powering on the machine and getting you into this menu system little by little. Now we're kind of in the more advanced features of the Deus II. So check out those other lessons if you are having problems, and gradually move your way up to this. I just wrote a new article out on how to use the Deus II on my website. I'll put a link in the description. It also links these videos in as well, but gives you some other tidbits and some tips and stuff to get going. All right, that's it for me today. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. If I did something wrong, let me know. And it looks like my coil didn't turn on when I turned it back on. That's kind of weird. Anyway, I'll have to figure out what's going on there. But hey, thanks for watching the lesson today, and I'll check in again in another Mental Metal video. Thanks for watching. See ya.